Hi, Liv. It's Grandpa here. Just thought I would show you my music room and my setup and Havar and see all of my guitars and how I practice and what I practice with and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, here's my setup. So I have my piano set up in front of my computer so I can play the piano, and I have all of my sound equipment, my mixing boards set up over here, and the amplifiers and stuff like that. And I've got some really nice studio monitor speakers that is attached to my sound system, and all of my guitars on the wall. There's one of my, that's Karen's guitar actually, right there. And then this is a guitar that she bought me for my birthday a few years ago. And that's a Taylor guitar right there that I bought when I was in Alabama visiting my mom and dad. And this is a Montreal jazz guitar, electric guitar. And over here is another guitar that Karen bought me for one of my birthdays. That one right there, that's a Godin classical guitar. And then the one next to it, this Fender Electric Squire Stratocaster, is one of my oldest guitars. Not the oldest, but it's one of my oldest. I've probably had it for 25 years, 30 years or so. And then over here is a bass guitar that Errol loaned me because I wanted to learn how to play bass. And so I've been learning bass guitar on it. And then back here, I've set up two of my quilts. This one over here I made, and that one is a quilt that Marion made me. And then right here are my drums, my new electric drums. And on my electric drums, I've got these are my speakers for my sound system. They're really a lot more powerful than this room needs, but they're in stereo, so they give me a really nice sound. And then I have a subwoofer sitting back there on the floor underneath Karen's drum, which I think is called a djembe. And then right here, I have a monitor that's connected to the computer. And so when I'm sitting at the drums, I can control stuff from the computer by sitting here. So going back to the piano, we'll show you some of the software that I use for my music practice. So up here is, I don't think you can see the mouse, so I'll point. Right there is the music software that I use for playing some of the soundtracks. So, one of the songs that I'm playing is called, I've learned all of these songs that it's on this list that you see scrolling by. Oh, Tonight I Want to Cry. It's a really nice song. The lyrics are kind of sad, but the melody is really nice on this song. But it's a Keith Urban song. Anyways, that was me playing. That wasn't actually Keith Urban. I wished I could play as well as he does. He plays guitar and piano actually really well. I didn't know he knew how to play piano. So, and down here is the YouTube that I use, and I use a lot of music off of YouTube, and I learn how to play piano from some stuff, and I have some music that I play with on the piano as well as on the drums, some soundtracks that I play with. And then over on this side I have my music set up so that most of it I've memorized, but sometimes I put it up anyway so that I don't forget. And it's just the chords, it's not the notes, because I kind of play by ear, so if I know the chords, then I kind of know the notes to play along with it. But what one of the things I meant to show you is the really nice sound from these speakers. Like my piano's playing through these. So here's what they sound like by themselves. So that's kind of my piano setup and the software that I practice with the piano. And I also use my iPad, because there's software on my iPad that helps me, because this little piece of software right here, I can change the speed of the sound, I can change the tuning. So if I want to play in a different key, I can do that. And I can loop. So if there's a certain part of the song that I want to play over and over again, I can do that and set it to play. So I want to play from this section to that section, and it'll just play that section of the song that's highlighted. And then see how it plays it over again. So if there's a piece of the song that you want to learn how to play, you can just have it go into a loop. Oh yeah. And then there's a piece of software called Meticulous. It's kind of so this software called Meticulous lets me play chords, and you can see up here it tells me what chord that I played, and also right here you can actually see the notes that I'm playing. And down here you can see which keys that I'm actually You can also see when I'm pressing the sustain pedal, you can see it go blue right there. So that's the kind of stuff that I play, that I use for practicing piano. And then when I'm playing drums and practicing drums, or if I want some really crazy sounds, I can go back here and play what's called electric drums. Anyways, crazy stuff. So for my guitars, this is my acoustic amplifier. So my acoustic guitars, most of them have a pickups, and that's another birthday present that Karen bought me. Was that Fender amplifier. It's made specifically for acoustic guitars. And then this amplifier is a Fender Mustang. It's for my electric guitars. It's got a really cool sound. And those are the effects pedals. And then over here, this amp down here is my bass amp, and it's powered by this power head right here. And then this is a keyboard amp. And over on this side, that's a cover Karen made. That's a Vox amplifier for electric guitar as well. It's a really nice amplifier, but I don't play it very often. So anyways, that's kind of my music setup. So when you come to visit, we'll be able to fool around on some of this stuff and play it. It's kind of cool. Anyways, love you. Talk to you guys later. Bye.